The real miracle today will be not getting any sauce on this white shirt. Greetings and welcome back to another hot and spicy episode of the Vodkast. I'm your host as always, Geycen Oliveira. With us today, I could not be more excited about the Ragu Hot Ones crossover. That's right, there's 3 different flavors. We got hot, hotter, and hottest. Let me see if there's any description on the back here. Try them all. We triple sauce dare you. It's a match made in heat heaven, a tongue-tingling trio of sauces from dynamic mashup of flavors, here to set the world on fire. Put yourself in the hot seat, challenge your friends, take the recipe to the next level with Ragu and Hot Ones. That's what we're here to do today, and I've got 3 mozzarella sticks here to try them in. So without further ado, let's get into these and take a look at them. I am no stranger to hot stuff. If you've never checked out this playlist, I do a lot of hot challenges on the channel. Most of them come from our good friend, the producer/seducer, Rick Brady. But today, they're provided by Kroger. That's right. These are available at Kroger, Walmart, Target, and Amazon. Amazon was sold out of them. Kroger, near me, over on Timberlake Road, which is also the only place that I can get Funny Bones, which are my favorite little snacky pastry treat. I guess that's what you'd call them. Had them in stock. They had them for $9.99 on sale regularly, $12.99 for 3 jars of sauce. That's not a bad deal if you ask me. So we're obviously going to start with the hot, which is the fiery garlic. Here we go. Okay, I knew there was going to be some flavor information on these somewhere. The medium is the Chipotle Blaze. Never been a big Chipotle fan. I've grown to like it a little bit more through the years, but it's not one of my favorites. And Chili Inferno. Now, here's the thing. I say this often, and I end up cursing myself because of it, because I don't know if you remember this. There was a sauce that I got at the Dollar Tree. No, it was at the Dollar General. I don't remember where the hell I got it. But I wasn't expecting it to be hot. It was at a store. Oh, it was at Big Lots. I expected it to be, your typical hot. Like it's telling you, oh, this is going to be so hot. I'm not going to say much this time, but this is a very consumer-friendly product. This is something that kids are going to see on the shelf. They like watching the show. They're going to want to try these. Is this going to be the bomb hot? I doubt it. Is it going to be the last dab hot? Most likely not. Is it the experience hot? Chances are not. But I have a feeling when we get to this, we're going to be surprised, or slightly surprised. So without further ado, let's start the first one here, and I'm going to dip right into the jar. Does that gross you out? That's right. I'm going to continue to use these sauces. I'm probably going to make a lasagna with them later on. I got one of those pans. If you've never seen them before, they have like 3 sections, so you can do 3 different lasagnas in one. It's awesome. If you love lasagna, you should definitely get one of those pans. All right, let's smell this. Smells like spaghetti sauce. Definitely, there's a little heat in there, though. I definitely smelled some spice. This is a garlic. The garlic is strong, very forward on this. Let's start one here. Dip it in. Oh, yeah, let's dip it. Oh, yeah, you like that. Sorry. Here we go. Here is the first Hot Ones Ragu sauce crossover. The garlic, Fresno garlic. Is that what it is? Fiery garlic. Okay. So what that reminds me of is like an Arabica. I think that's how it's pronounced. That type of sauce. It's not wicked hot, but it's got a tingle to it. Very tasty. I love garlic. I like garlic heavy things, so I guess I'm not a vampire. But this is good. We'll rate them all at the end on flavor and spice, but not wicked spicy, but more spice than I would have expected in the first one. Moving on to the... No, not that one. We're moving on to the Chipotle Blaze. Is there a color differentiation in these? No, there's really not much of a color differential. They look like they're pretty much about the same. This one might be a little bit darker than this one, but we'll find out as we bust into it. Here we go. Okay, that one I can smell the Chipotle. Definitely smells spicier than the first one. I probably could have just used one of these, but then I'd be double dipping into the jars, and nobody wants to see me do that. So without further ado, down the hatch, we're going to try the Chipotle Blaze. Dunk that son of a bitch. Get it nice and saturated. Oh, yeah, I like that. Do you like that? Yeah, that one definitely turns up the heat. That flavor is very good. I thought this was going to be my favorite just based on the fact that I like the garlic heavy stuff. This is amazing. When you combine the spaghetti sauce with chipotle, which is something I don't know that I've ever had before. Wow, that's tasty. That is very flavorful. I think this would be great on many dishes. A chicken parm with this would be super awesome. Yeah, the heat went up, I'd say like a notch or two. It was more noticeable right off the bat, where this one, it took a minute for it to kick in. This one is growing a little bit, but it's not super, super strong, but it's definitely hotter than the first one, and I definitely say better tasting than the first one. Not that the first one was bad. Okay. Lastly, did I stick my foot in my mouth earlier on when I said, this is no way it's going to be that hot. It's consumer grade. The kids are going to want to bring this home and make meatballs and eat them. Chili Inferno. Supposedly this is made with the Last Dab Apollo. If you've never seen that video, it's a great video. It's a little long. It's a night that I spent with my friends on Zoom, and we each ate something hotter, or each ate something hot that night. And my friend Frank and I took a tablespoon or a teaspoon full of the Last Dab and ate it. And let me tell you, that is the hottest thing I've ever put in my mouth. I've done a lot of one-chip challenges. I've eaten a lot of hot things, but there was nowhere to run and hide from that. So I'm hoping that this isn't to that extent. And like I said, I highly doubt it. I don't smell much heat in there. I definitely smell garlic again in that one, though. Not super strong, but it's definitely there. So let's go ahead and dip that in. Oh, yeah, dip it. Dip it real good. Here we go, folks. Okay, let's start with the first one. You know what? Oh, whoa. That is marginally hotter than this one. Not marginally hotter. It's significantly hotter and a building very, you know how like when you have a hot sauce that builds? That's doing that. I'm trying to see right now if there's any pepper X in this. Pepper Y. This dried scorpion pepper. Habanero pepper. But there is no pepper X in this, which is kind of a letdown because this it does say the Last Dab, and that's made with pepper X. Let's take a look at the first one and see which peppers are heating this sucker up. Dried Fresno pepper. Dried Guadalajara. That's not the word. I don't know what that is. Guajillo pepper. Okay, I don't know that I've ever had a guajillo pepper before. Tasty. Good God. People are going to be very surprised when they get home and they make something with this, especially kids. Like, I could see, like, if you're in college and you're out doing your grocery shopping with your roommate or whatever, you see that, you're like, oh, we got to do that. We'll have everybody come over to the dorm and it'll be awesome and fun. That's still tingly in my mouth, throat. My nose is running. I'm not sweating, so that is a telltale sign that it's not super hot, but that blast right out the bat is really hot. Okay, this one is made with a dried habanero. Yeah, habaneros are a great tasting pepper. They're probably one of my favorites to put in things. They're very more fruity than a lot of them. Super flavorful, where some of them are just like punch you in the mouth. Pepper X is a great flavor. I love the Last Dab, love the experience. I think they're a great tasting sauce, even though they're fiery hot in my belly and in my mouth. Whew. All right, let's rate these. This is your average, like kind of like Arabica heat, maybe a little bit slightly higher. Garlic forward, very tasty. On a scale of 1 to 10 for heat, I would give it maybe a 2, maybe a 3, especially in the world of tomato sauce. I'll give it a 3 in the world of tomato sauce heat. Flavor, I'd give it a 6. It's pretty good. It's not great. I've never been a huge Ragu fan. I'm more of a fan of Prego. Sorry, Ragu. I love you. You're not bad. And this is where you totally redeem yourself. The heat here, it steps up to about a 4. I wouldn't say it's much hotter than that. But the flavor, I'm going to give that a 9. That is so good. And the fact that it's Chipotle is really weird because I wouldn't think that Chipotle and tomato sauce would mix that well, or spaghetti sauce. And lastly, Chili Inferno. Definitely hot. I would say this one jumps up to about a 6 or a 7 on the heat scale. You can hear my nose dribbling here. Flavor-wise, though, pretty tasty. I'd give this one about a 7. So there you have it. From start to finish, beginning to end. Maybe we should have done a little bit more of a Hot Ones theme thing here. So I'll let you know what's going on in my life right now. Right now, I got the Vodkast going on. We do have an actual Hot Ones episode coming up. It is going to be filmed on the last Thursday of this month. I'm not sure the date at this point. I guess that's coming up. That's probably next week. Jess is going to be hosting it. You've seen her on several of the episodes of the Vodkast and Friends. She also has her own channel, Cryptid Bits with General Tidbits. If you want to check that out and you're into cryptids, awesome channel. Probably the best on YouTube for it. Ragu, Hot Ones, thank you for doing this and giving me the opportunity to try something new and fresh and exciting on the channel. I really dig it. And I love seeing Hot Ones collaborate with other things like Pringles. I know they do that. They're doing a few other little snacks. And the more they branch out, the more excited I am to try them. So I really appreciate it. Thank you, guys. If you guys are loving the content I'm creating as much as I love creating the content that you guys are watching, would you please consider subscribing to the channel? It would be a huge help for me. And don't forget to make somebody smile today and make yourself a better person tomorrow than you were today tomorrow. Let's make the world spin a little bit happier and a little bit more spicier together. Let's sing and dance in the sun and in the rain as one, my brothers and sisters. Live life to the fullest and love every moment of it, because you just never know when that last moment's going to come for you. However, never live in fear of that moment. Always live in love. But never let your inner child die. Ooh-wee. Take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and take care of those around you who cannot take care of themselves, for they are the ones that need it the most. And if no one has told you today that they love you, the Vodkast loves you very much, just the way you are. All right, guys, do no harm. I'm Geycen Oliveira. This is the Vodkast, and I'll catch you guys a little bit further on down the road to 50. Take care, my friends, and happy adventuring.
Don't go to sleep with a catch it in your pocket.